recovery from anxiety is not a straight line. Recovery from anxiety is an up and down affair. It is not linear. It is kind of, this graph, it is kind of, what is the name? We call it cyclical. It is kind of cyclical. It is not linear. I remember my journey to recovery from anxiety. Some days I felt normal. Then some days I felt really intense anxiety, until I used to ask yourself, is this that I'm doing something wrong? Or I don't understand why some days are just normal, like you're having the hopes, okay, I'm doing quite fine. The past 1 week I've been feeling really good. Then the next week, or rather the next day, you feel intense anxiety, and in that you can question yourself, like, am I doing something wrong? Is there something that I'm not doing? Because why is it that some days I'm feeling so good, then the next day I feel like, I'm back to square one? This is happening because your nervous system has not yet stabilized. Sometimes the nervous system can be calm, sometimes it can be hyperactive, so it generally depends. So personally, I used to see those days like, okay, I'm still having anxious energy within me that needs to be released. That's why they are being released in form of these, physical symptoms, intrusive thoughts, panic attacks, feelings of unreality. Like, I just saw it just another day of acceptance. And there's this thing that helped me. I always tell my clients that sometimes accepting that is you forever can help in ebbing the symptoms away, because you don't have to think of, what am I doing wrong? That will make you not to think of recovery too deep, because you have accepted that is you. If you have accepted that is you, then you don't have to, think about anything about recovery. And that's how people recover, when you live your life regardless of how you're feeling. When you don't, because your recovery, if you search for it, you're not gonna get it. Recovery it just happens as a consequence of you living your life. You need to normalize having a bad day and a normal day. That's just how anxiety recovery works, because you still have the anxious energy within, and the anxious energy is gonna be released in form of the symptoms that you don't like, in form of the intrusive thoughts. So you need to accept that too. Your brain is also testing that, is she still afraid of these physical symptoms? Is she still afraid of these feelings of unreality? If you react in panic and fear, then you have proved to your brain that you're still afraid, and it's gonna bring more of the stress hormones. And what is the result of the stress hormones? The result of the stress hormones is the physical symptoms that you don't like, the feelings of unreality, the panic attacks, the intrusive thoughts. So having a bad and normal day is very normal. Accept it and just focus on living your life. As you do this, the good days will start being more than the bad days.